This is the second part to the tutorial for the crazy 3x3x3 Venus. And in the last part, we finished solving all of these outer and inner edge crosses. And now what we want to do is to complete all the circles by putting in the inner corner pieces. So to do this, I want to make sure that the white or the yellow stays on the bottom. And first I'm going to see which inner edge pieces are on the bottom other than the color that it represents. So this color represents white since the white's the center. And I have a green, orange, and red. So I can take any one of these and I'm going to put it up into any of these pieces. So I'll start with red, and if I want to put this one up here or here, I just want to make sure that the red is not directly underneath of the piece I'm going to put it in. So from here I cannot put this up here, and if it was over here I cannot put this one up here. So I'll put I'll swap this red corner piece with this green one. And first I move it out of the way, and when the piece I'm swapping it with is on the right side of the front face, I'm going to do R inverted, F, R, F inverted, now D, or as many times as you need to put that piece directly under it now, and then the exact opposite as before. So F, R inverted, F inverted, and R. Now as you can see, there's another green piece down here. That was the one from up here, and the red piece is gone, and now it's up here. So I'm going to do the same for the other ones. I'm going to put this green up here. Well, it'll have to be this green. This green will come up here. Now since it's on the left side, I'm going to start with the left instead. So L, F inverted, L inverted, F, and move that green piece I want directly underneath, and the opposite. F inverted, L, F, L inverted. And you're just going to keep repeating this as much as you can on this layer. So I'm just going to do that. And also, when you have a choice of two different pieces to put on, for example like this, and say that I was using the yellow as the bottom, if I had two choices here, and I could put one green into any of those two, if possible, I want to choose the one that is not the white or the yellow, because then I can keep using the same algorithms over and over again as much as possible, which will shorten your time in solving it, and which will be simpler and easier to handle. So I'm going to continue on with what I was doing, filling in as much as I could. Okay, now on the white side, I still have green and blue, but all the ones in this top layer of green and the top layer of blue are filled, so now I can't do anything with this for now. Now I'll turn to the yellow side and do the same exact thing as before, since the yellow acts exactly the same as the white. So I'll put in the green first. Like I said before, if possible, I want to choose the non-white and non-yellow corner piece to swap it with. So I'm not going to swap it with this one. I'm going to swap it with this one. Now in this case, I have no other choice because there's only one left. So I'm going to have to put it in there. And the same with this one, there's no other choice except for this yellow. And now I've done as much as I can here too. I have an orange and a white. Orange is filled, and white's on the other side. So now what I want to do is I want to first put this white up here. And to do that, I just move this one down here. And now the only place I can put this white where it will match is right here. Swap it with the green. And also, before I do the same exact algorithm as before, I want to make sure that a piece that's already solved, like this orange corner piece, is not directly underneath. Because doing that algorithm will put this corner piece separated from these other two and put it somewhere else. So I don't want any of these two pieces to be under that green or the white piece to be under that green, so that leaves me with this piece. And I can do the algorithm now. Like that. Now put it back up. And now here's a green piece I can use. Like that. And now here's a blue piece I had to fill in. But that blue piece is over here. So either I can start with the white on the bottom and rotate this piece around and put this in here, or I can start here and I can move this blue piece down to this side and then start here. It doesn't really matter in this case, so I'll start here. I'm going to swap these two and then swap these two. Like that. Now in this case, there's only one orange here and one orange here that I had to swap. Because other than that, all the ones on these sides that's not white or yellow are completely filled. But as I said before, this one cannot be directly underneath that one. And also, the way this is placed, even if I bring this one to the other side like this to put up onto the top layer, this orange piece moves with it. So before I do that, I want to swap this orange piece with this orange piece. So first I'm going to move this one out of the way. And I also don't want this orange piece to be over here. So I'm going to have this piece go underneath this orange piece first. What I'm going to do is to swap this first. And then I'm going to put this other orange piece directly underneath and swap it again. Like that. And now what that does is it moves the orange piece from here to here. So now I can move this one up here to go onto this top layer, and I can safely put this one in here. And now before I said that you shouldn't have any of the solved pieces to already be underneath the piece I'm swapping it with, but in this case it should be okay because the piece that's going to replace this one is the same color, they're both white. So in this case it doesn't matter. Just put this one back as it was, and the last piece to do is this white and this yellow. Now before I start, I'm going to move this one out of the way first so I can put this one up here. And again, the only piece I can put underneath this in the beginning is this yellow piece, because these two are already solved, and this is the one I'm putting in. And now we've got all these circles completed for the crazy 3x3x3 Venus.